Okay, so we're going to run through the modules, and I don't want to make you fall asleep. I'd rather you get started on the actual course. Okay, so module 1, yoga anatomy. It's general yoga anatomy, but probably not in the way that you've been taught before. We look at really interesting topics from alignment to posture to should you be symmetrical? Are poses good for us or some poses bad for us? Why do poses end up being different in different bodies? And we cover all of those things. Okay. We also cover a lot of yoga joint anatomy, and what I've really tried to do, and I think we've done this on our in-person 300 hours, in-person and online, I should say, is I've tried to make it accessible. So instead of saying to you, okay, shoulder flexion is this. This is when your arm is up in a vertical plane, or, one of those funny drawings. I've tried to relate it to actual poses. So you can see there, shoulder flexion. There's me presenting the yoga poses that we see our shoulder flexion in, showing you with my arm. You'll see me in the video presentation, show you with Colin, and then you'll see me on the actual demonstration where you see all of me kind of demonstrating whatever. You'll see that too. So it should relate completely to yoga, and I'm only teaching you about it if it's important. Okay, so it's not just a random, say for instance, knee flexion, that's when your knee bends, and I'm like, why is that important? Our knees can all bend, etc. We look at things from an important point of view. So shoulder flexion, if we're looking at shoulder flexion, how much shoulder flexion do we have for what particular pose? Sometimes it's important, sometimes not so much. Okay, this is kind of what I mean, all right? So hip extension, that's when you take your leg behind you. This is Kelly, who did a teacher training with us many, many years ago, super mobile person, okay? I show you with Colin, we talk about hip extension. What is that? That's actually quad stretching. When your legs are behind you, you stretch your quads. We talk about the hip joint, how the shape of the hip joint changes that range. So someone like Kelly has got amazing hip extension range. It's just like crazy. My hip extension rate isn't at all. What does that mean? What do the poses look like? How accessible are the poses for somebody like me? Yeah. We look at important muscles in yoga. We look at the brain and the nervous system, how the brain and the nervous system is what activates our muscles. Okay, we look at fascia, and then there's always, I'm not going to put all the classes in this presentation, it's just too many, but you can see, for example, there will be a class, a yin at the wall class, which is looking at fascia as well. All right, then flexibility in yoga, we look at concepts, right? What is flexibility? How can we get it? How can we stretch? Does it make muscles longer? Does it make muscles weaker? What's mobility? Those kind of things. And of course the class. All right. Okay. Strength in yoga. We look at, okay, what poses do we need strength for, and how do we build up strength for those poses? How do we teach a yoga class that goes, okay, let's build up strength for the poses that do need strength?